leave that up, tear it down behind it.
That's right. Fuck it. Yeah, so, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What? Wildly Uninteresting Podcast, episode 162, with Adam, Ian,
hi,
Sarah, and Sarah's uterus.
That's my ute.
That is a body part on the table, like an actual body part.
You.
Wonder if we'll have to blur it out.
I'm exposing myself.
Too bad it's not. Could you imagine having an amputated penis on the table?
That's kind of funny.
Well,
I feel
if anybody
like
out there has one that we could display, give us a call.
can I display your penis? I'd rather put it. If it was a penis, I'd put it in resin for sure.
oh yeah.
And then like make a case out of it so that it just sets like nicely. It's not all bunched up and everything like this, you know? Just full on dick.
Hell yeah.
Penis.
I considered putting it in resin, but I feel like it probably wouldn't do very well. And then, you only have one chance.
Yeah, I was thinking if there's a mistake, you're pretty doomed.
Yeah, then you just have a shitty resin product and your uterus is destroyed.
There's my parts, but it doesn't look cool because it fucked up the resin.
That would suck, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, all that work, all that
And it would just
dedication.
be a symbol of your failure and misery.
God.
Nobody wants to be a part of that.
Couch would probably love it though.
I guess I could always mail it to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get a uterus in the mail.
I'm honestly surprised that the hospital and everybody coordinated just right, and like they even wrote on it like, "Do not trash this."
Every time I called them to ask them questions, they knew who I was.
Yeah, you're the only person that has ever asked them to hang on to their uterus. I guarantee.
We named it Sandy. We know where she is.
We're keeping an eye on her.
Sitting over there, just hanging out, waiting for you.
That's what. Yeah, I think that's odd. But I would like keep a body part if they took it off me.
Yeah.
I'd not want to part with that
It
thing.
makes you want to get my tonsils taken out.
Right?
There's nothing wrong with me. Just get something out.
I was reading about, preserving it because it's in formalin, and I was going to just like buy more, and because it's kind of discolored right now.
Yeah.
And
Like changing a fish's water.
yeah. And apparently keeping it in formalin for like a long period of time can kind of break it down. So I don't know if I should get formalin again or if I should get some type of alcohol.
Maybe eventually they all break down.
Yeah, maybe I just can't avoid it.
Yeah.
They do. Alcohol will actually, I read, will like strip it of all its color eventually. So that would suck.
Yeah, you're just going to have to get on eBay or whatever and buy internal human fluid.
Yes.
Yeah,
Is anyone selling theirs? I wonder if I could get them to take some out of me.
Yeah. You probably just use a syringe, get your own.
Yeah.
It's like those fuckers that want you to be your own blood doctor.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just send them a bill.
I did my own procedure.
Yeah. Fucking pay me.
That's you joke about that. I feel like we're gonna get to a point where you're gonna have to learn your own medical procedure and at least contribute to the procedure because the insurance will require you to like take apart your own shit before it gets there. It's like you got to do the guesswork, and we're gonna come in and we're gonna remove it. And that's all we'll approve.
It could be a tandem thing with the doctors because they're tired of malpractice lawsuits.
Yeah.
And they're like,
Yeah.
no, I'm tired of this shit. Take your own liver.
Yeah, I don't want to be a part of this anymore.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if that's a requirement at some point in time.
Yeah, I think it's getting to a point. We work with a lot of these companies, man, and that have insurance for all their properties and shit like that. And it blows me away how insurance companies progressively are coming up with ways to cover less. You know what I mean? Like they're like, oh, well, the place is too old, and here's all these guidelines and stuff like that. And if you don't do everything we say, we're not going to cover you. We're going to drop that property and shit. And it's like, how many people have millions of dollars for a property to remodel absolutely everything? Yeah. And not many. So a lot of people don't get covered. It's their loophole to be like, well, we don't have to pay. And God forbid you fill out the paperwork and forget to leave something on the paperwork and it comes up during investigation, you're screwed. You're not going to get paid for it.
No buildings covered under insurance because they're all old. I mean, unless you're just now building that shit, Louisville's full of old buildings.
Yeah.
Nothing's going to be
Especially
covered.
old Louisville.
Yeah, it's super old.
Well, and it's not even that. It goes like all buildings are old, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. They just say
I don't know, man. What
they'll
about the
find
new
a
ones?
yeah, they'll find a new way to cover less. Like the pre-existing condition argument that they had. What was that? 2020, 2021, and it's kind of the same thing. It's like how do you prove something was pre-existing or whatever? You can really call anything pre-existing because it lived within your genes from birth. So everything you have eventually is going to be
We're all
except
born
for,
with the cancer gene. You had cancer as a baby.
Well, and with buildings, code is always changing. So, you're always, I guess they could always
you
use
always
that
have to.
as a reason not to cover
That's why
something.
you have to have a really good lawyer.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then you
Should've
have
been a lawyer.
to pay for that. That's crazy expensive. It's
Not if you marry into it.
yeah, that's what you have to do,
Yeah.
man.
Mm.
You have to go and flaunt your stuff
Yeah.
for the lawyers.
Shake your shit for the law part of town.
Our doctors.
Or doctors.
And it always shocked me. We a lawyer we had a while back. I actually went in person to meet this person. I'm not gonna say who it is.
But a bloke.
And it kind of baffled me because I'm like,
Human
well, you live like I do, which
Large.
it doesn't, we're pretty damn modest. You know what I mean? We just like stick to whatever we do and all that shit. And it baffled me. I always thought like lawyer, doctor, and they're all higher upper echelon and they're not.
No.
They're just like whatever, man. We're trying to make it too.
Yeah,
All these
dude.
high
Yeah,
prices.
most of them don't make like an ass load. Because
No,
there are too
yeah.
many fucking lawyers.
Right?
Yes, oversaturated.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like with everything.
yeah.
If you want to make
absolutely
if
everything.
you want to make a lot of money, all you can really be is a decent person.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and even
Look at you.
I'll absolutely
I was
agree
thinking
with
because
that.
that's a rarity.
You
Yeah.
big gay boy.
I'll suck a dick. I don't care.
don't care.
Bring Christopher Nolan before me.
That's right.
Present your penis.
Yes.
That's yeah. It pretty much that's what I told her about us is why we've been in business for going on 5 years. I don't think it's the service. I don't think it's what we charge. I don't think it's none of that. It's because we're attentive. She answers phone calls. I don't as much. But,
Well, you could say we do.
Yeah,
because,
we're a
It's always a
company.
part of it.
We're
We go
together.
repair
yeah.
electrical
Absolutely.
issues.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we
Yeah,
say all
I'll
the
take it.
time we're working on this. I ain't doing shit.
Yeah.
That's but
Sometimes one
it
of us
comes from it.
working, one's taking a shit, so we're working and shitting at the same time.
Yeah,
One
multitaskers.
of us is reading about how to preserve my uterus. So
The important
Yeah.
stuff.
yeah,
Yeah, that but I think it comes from just being nice, answering the phone, communicating, being presentable. You know what I mean? Being decent. It's hard to find a decent person that's like, I'm not gonna screw you out of money. I'm gonna tell you how it is, and then hopefully we can come to an agreement as far as like what you can pay and what I'm willing to charge for the work.
Maybe culturally we're kind of getting back to the idea of like mom and pop stuff.
yes,
Because, like I would think like in the 70s, mom and pop shit was pretty, 80s came along, Wall Street's like, all right, let's put the bottom line, and then the 90s, it was kind of continuation of that. But now people are like, nah, fuck it, man. It's all lawyers and maximization of profits.
yeah,
We need to support the small guy because the small guy isn't going to try to fuck me
Right.
with lawyers.
Mm-hmm.
Might rape me, but
Maybe.
definitely won't be fucking with my money, and that's sweet.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't know.
Every company, it seems like, I'll say every publicly traded company, and then you have the smaller companies, right? The lower end that are large for their region or their city, but they're on the large scale of things, they're not that big. And
Big
they
Red.
screw. Yeah, they're like, how can I maximize my profit? Like there's some corporation is how can I maximize this by screwing the customer the most?
yeah.
And that's just like a micro environment of how the world works. But all those companies, man, it's surprising that they're not doing well unless they're like making a percentage more the next quarter or the next year.
Yeah.
And that's sad because the way things are going right now, like the inflation and high prices, lower quality, all that, is only going to continue to get worse and worse and worse because companies want to make that, they have to, you know.
I say even if they're doubling their money, they're like, oh, we got 100% profits or whatever. I assume that's what that means. But if it's not, it's 200. But I think it's 100. So, we're doubling our profits. That's not enough. We need to get it up. So then after a while, it's good. We need 700% profit.
Yeah.
Well, that means you're just overcharging the fuck out of things.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
That's
why, when some place sells, it puts something on sale. When you cut the price in half and that's sale and then you cut it down even further, they're not going to give you something for free. They're still making money off that shit. That means they are charging you fucking crazy for something at the original price. It's unreal how much people charge you for shit.
The one guy says it with the one guy that I don't know what it was. It was either a cancer or an AIDS medicine, but he bought the rights to it and then he jacked it up like 3,000%.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
I
don't know his name off the top of my head.
Martin Shkreli.
That is it. Yeah. You son of a bitch.
It sounded like a fake name. I thought you were just fucking with him.
No, he was the pharma bro.
Yeah. And
look at you.
He says it without conviction. I mean, he's just like, yep, that's right. Hell yeah, I did. And then he says that if you can't afford it, you can email him and then he'll like give it to you for free or whatever. I don't believe that completely.
I don't either.
At all.
No.
But
no.
Well, yeah, and then you got people like Mark Cuban who's like, this is how much I'm upcharging this medication.
Yeah.
It's enough to keep the company going and for me to make a little bit. And I'm doing everything I can to make sure y'all can get affordable medication.
Bless Mark Cuban.
I know, dude.
Yeah.
I think about Mark Cuban a lot.
I guarantee he's still
awesome.
making a killing off of it, too.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Mark Cuban, but I'm sure he's making a killing. And the wild part about it is I found that if you put like the percentage that you are making as far as like what I have to charge to go get your material for you and the percentage of profit, because in our, not the code book, but our housing book, the one that teaches us how to quote and cost and liens, all that shit, it gives you the range for the time the book was out. So it's probably like 2021. It might be outdated. But it gives you a range, like 10 to 20% on most things, right? And as long as you're within that range, you can justify that. Now, we don't go to the top end of that because that's fucking ridiculous in our eyes. But
it is very ridiculous. We're nowhere close to it.
If you put that, if you're upfront with somebody and you're like, look, this is what I'm making, you can look. If you're transparent, it's amazing what you can do and how often you'll get called.
Yeah.
Because you're transparent. But most people aren't,
It's like if you were the Daryl Isaacs of the electric company world, then you could charge 20% or whatever. But you'd have to show up like instead of a van, you would have a limo.
Yes. We should do that anyway.
Yeah.
We gotta
have a shirt
limo.
gun. You're like shooting out shirts to the neighborhood kids.
Hell
Ashby, baby.
That's
have like a
actually a good
stereo
idea.
system on the outside, so it's like, wah, wah, you got music or whatever wah, 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 everywhere you go.
Yeah, that's pretty good idea. I was listening to some guy the other day about business, and he was like, the guy that's a millionaire is the one that's driving the beat up, like, old Chevy, Ford, whatever you're driving.
Yeah.
The guy that pulls up in a Mercedes work van is probably not the company you want to go for because he's buying that van with the all those profits.
With your money.
Yeah.
Look at that Gucci purse and the holes in your walls.
Can you imagine using a Gucci purse for your tools? Like, this is my tool bag.
Be beautiful.
You just nail it over the hole.
It
It would be cool to carry your
this
tools
Gucci
in
hole
it, though.
cover.
I got a Gucci bag full of bulbs.
I can't imagine how much that Gucci bag would cost.
I don't know, man. Maybe they need to do it now.
What the non-Gucci bag is like $150. Yeah.
Good God.
At least 1,200.
It might even. It's probably more than that now.
Oh, look, check this out, though. So there is a purse that was recovered from the Titanic in 2016, 2017, maybe right around that time, right?
Allegedly.
We were
Allegedly.
just talking about the Titanic.
They sank in what year was that? 1931?
1492.
Oh, that's what I thought was 1931. I don't know.
We're gonna go with that.
Okay.
But close to there.
Yeah.
So anyways, the bag goes in. They found perfume and shit too, but this bag always stuck with me. It's this, it had alligator skin, and it was very nicely made. I mean, to the stitch, beautiful. And they pulled it out. It looks decent. You could still walk around with it, right?
1912.
1912. So you could still walk around with it. And I think about the things nowadays that would go into the ocean and stay down there for, a millennia. And it wouldn't even last a few years, let alone 100.
It would just turn into tatters later that week.
Yeah.
You'd float to the top. You'd be able to find everything.
That purse, man, looks immaculate for the, what it's been through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To
I
think
wanna
someone
see
Sitting
it.
in its natural environment.
I know, right? It's like I finally got back here.
You'll never believe it, but this shark skin bag is still. I know it's not shark skin, but
Fish skin.
sharks live there.
Tearing it up. They
Tearing it up.
somebody posted, which
Motto of
I'm
sharks.
I'm glad we can be comedic about it. I know that like after 9/11, it took forever for people to wake up to comedy again. But
Wow.
dude, Ocean Gate, like they were on that shit immediately.
Yeah,
And
dude.
somebody put them next to the Ocean Gate, whatever that little submarine dumb shit thing they had.
Yeah.
And it was like Titanic still claiming lives after 100 and something years. I was like, that's awesome. Still claiming millionaires' lives after, 100 and something years later. I was like, that's awesome. I'm
Yeah,
glad we
that's
can
good.
do that. Because obviously this dude was on TV and everything saying, I didn't follow any of the rules. We made this out of plastic.
He was in
Innovative.
multiple interviews saying, I know that I didn't follow anything.
Yes.
Yeah.
I went around every loophole I could.
But I assume
Yep.
this was after, right?
No.
Yeah. They interviewed his ghost. He said,
Yeah,
I don't give a shit. I'd do it again.
I'll do it again. You got to make mistakes. That's how you learn.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that's it blows me away. And he's like, oh yeah, I control it with this controller and all this. I'm just like, oh, it's so weird to hear this guy talk. And he was so confident in the fact that
Uh-huh.
I was like, I'll give it up to you, but okay, so like Elon Musk, I feel like could say some crazy shit, and then just where he's gone so far, people are like, well, maybe he can create that time
he can do
machine.
it. He has a success rate.
But when other people follow that and they're like talking to their mom when they're a kid and it's, I'm gonna be this rich famous millionaire making hot dogs for other millionaires or some shit, whatever they say.
One of those famous hot dog
Hot dog
makers.
vendor.
Oh,
If you
yeah.
make the hot dogs out of poor people, though, you could sell
Ah.
them. Yeah.
Yes,
You're cleaning up homeless people and feeding people.
longevity.
They're off the streets.
Yes.
That's
Off the streets
damn.
into meats.
There you go.
Eee.
I think we just created a company.
I think so.
We need to move forward with this idea. But that's what, some people actually hit, and the percentage is probably 0.00012. And not all people do. And that guy was like, I'm going to take this risk. And if I succeed, I'm going to make a lot of money.
Yeah.
But he didn't.
No.
Did not. The first try was like, done.
Captain Crunch.
Damn.
God.
You want to take like a few. I guess he took a couple practice runs, right?
Yeah.
He went down there a few times.
I don't know.
I think I know of at least one I remember reading about. I don't
Yeah.
know beyond that. But yeah, it definitely wasn't the first time.
I was
Yeah.
just amused by tragedy.
No shit. I wonder too. You got to think like how many times you take down a submarine that is obviously not seaworthy, right? And it just barely hangs
It
on.
gets weaker and
Yeah.
weaker every
You know,
time.
Every practice run we've had, we just rickety keeps popping up.
You fucking have to keep fixing these holes with duct tape.
They should have named it the Rickety.
I couldn't imagine being in a
God.
little tight thing like that. They
That
were
sounds
showing the
rickety.
distance of like how far down that is, and it was like 18 or 20 fucking Empire State Buildings down or some shit.
I want to get a boat now and call it the SS Rickety Wrecked.
It probably won't last long. But I don't think you'll have any pirates that pirate you.
No, I mean I'll have explosives in the hull or whatever of it. Just
Yeah.
just in case.
What,
But
to,
they're
like,
not to fight back.
self-destruct if
Yeah.
someone
Yeah.
I'm not gonna drown.
Yeah, man.
You
They're
won't
not to
take
fight
me.
back.
Pff, You
Yeah.
got one button.
I'm down with that.
I'm blowing up,
Yes.
eating a can of tuna. That's how I'm going out.
I always wanted a tooth. Back when I was maybe a drug addict, I wanted a tooth that was filled with like cyanide. So the next time that the cops
okay.
come at me, I'm just
Yeah.
like crunch, and then I fade away like
Dead.
007.
Hell yes.
Or like 007 never ate a cyanide pill, but you get it.
No, but,
Jonestown,
you know,
whatever,
yeah.
But,
whichever.
Yeah.
John Gotti. And then you.
Jonestown. I love that that's the goal.
Yeah.
Jonestown.
Joining whatever they did.
Hell yes.
That'd be cool if he screamed Jonestown lives. and
Yeah.
then,
I'd be like, what is happening?
I never know what hit them.
yeah.
It won't get me to the hospital quick enough. I'll tell you that.
It would stir up intrigue. The internet would
Jesus.
go wild.
Oh,
I
my
wouldn't
God.
stop searching. I was like, I knew
years.
him, and I don't know what that meant.
Yeah. For years. I wonder how half the shit we listen to, watch, and shit. You know, they'll be like following Tesla's stuff that Tesla said back, in the day, forever. They're always looking for the mysterious paperwork. And what if it was just penis drawings on a paper? Like,
Yeah,
could have been
dude.
anything.
Yeah.
Bunch of boogers and it's just folded over paper. It's all stuck
Nobody
together.
else is willing to admit that they had never seen one before.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen all kinds of penises. That's obviously
Yes.
math.
Yeah, like CIA's just like, we're going to save his image and the public's mentality against him.
All the stuff that's missing from his works, that's what it is. Just a bunch of dick
Yeah.
pics and boogers.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Genius.
Yeah.
But,
Absolute
they'll be
genius.
following shit just like Titanic or 9/11 or whatever. There's always unanswered questions and a whole lot of shit that got said out of like fear and chaos and whatever. And people just pick apart every little detail of everything. And more power to them because sometimes, they uncover things that, nobody ever would have thought of. But in general, some things just need to lay to rest.
Yeah.
Why don't we focus on not figuring out what the hell was on those papers of Tesla's and then just try to become the next Nikola Tesla? Not Elon Musk. That's retarded.
retarded?
Actually, Tesla. Like
I was
a
thinking we'd
genius.
dig up
like a real
Edison's body and just grind him up.
Oh,
Piss
yeah.
on the ashes. Because we also have to burn him after we grind him up.
one.
Yeah, so it'll be ash.
Yeah. Now I'm pissing all over him.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. But that's, I don't know. You have that shit going on, and then you have a whole lot of people that are, it's about to get rough for people, man. I tell
It's been
Sarah all
rough
the time.
for people.
Oh, it's been, like, and that's the thing,
It's
too.
going to be the same.
But is it, look, check
Everybody's
this
just gonna
out.
be mad.
Yeah.
Pressure, when applied, like, slowly, right? It's almost the metaphor of the frog in the boiling water, that metaphor that is
Yeah.
actually not true.
Of course it's true. I've done it twice.
I do it all the time just to
Knew
make
you
sure.
were a psycho.
Yeah.
So if the pressure's applied slowly, right, over time, you don't really pay attention to it, right, until things crack and explode. But by
Yes,
then,
yeah.
you're so used to the heartache of the matter.
You
that
adapt
don't.
and you're fine.
Yeah.
Until you're not.
Right.
Yeah.
And then it's too late. It's like the innocence leading all the way up to 9/11, then you get hit by that, and it shocked the entire nation, whereas we could have just... there's things we could have done, NORAD could have done that saved that whole situation. Didn't happen like they had planned it, But if it's applied quickly, it hurts a lot more, and people don't know what to do more. Like that.
Wait, what are you
You're
implying?
lucky.
Are you saying 9/11 was an inside job?
Oh yeah. No, I'm implying that when it happens in a blink of an eye, we don't know what to do. I mean, even the smallest of things can just like set us up.
It's cool. It's like a Band-Aid right off,
Yeah.
Fuck the world up quickly.
Yeah,
rather
do
than
that.
slowly.
I'd much rather go quickly than slowly.
Uh-huh.
This
Yeah.
slow bullshit can eat a dick.
But see, that's what makes it better for the, I don't know, what the Luciferian elites, Because they're all doing things for Lucifer,
Yeah.
And they have to do it in a slow, bloodletting way. The way the
Drain the life
downfall of Western civilization is slow. It's not going to happen immediately. It'd
You
be
think?
too easy.
You
There'd be no
over here
suffering.
with a little smirk on your face, like
How do you not smirk when you talk about the Luciferian elites?
I do always think about if your government is in it. Or look, check this out, because we believe in a lot of things here on Earth that are absolutely absurd. One being Christianity, another being anything else that you pray to that you have no proof that it exists.
Birds.
All right,
Yeah.
I would give you the Christianity thing if he said, I am the way. But he is the way and the life. That's 2 birds, buddy.
2 birds. Look at that. But that's, we
Or does
believe
he
in a
say
lot
life?
of crazy shit.
I don't fucking
Okay.
know.
Well,
You can make it up. They did.
Yeah, I
Make
mean,
your own.
say either way.
yeah, either way, he's more than one thing.
That's
That's just
right.
real.
That's real.
Shit's real.
That's, I fucking forgot where I was
Welcome
on
to
that.
the party.
Bull stuff.
Christianity's garbage.
Garbage, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we just
Believing-
believe in a lot of
yeah,
like
a lot of
crazy
stuff.
shit. So, are these elites
Oh, I'm sure the
just
Buddhists
weirdos?
have it right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of
Of
yeah.
the elites are weirdos.
They're just weird, and they're like, well, we come up with this like centuries ago, and we've always been rich. It's not the laws and stuff that we put in place, or the white dudes that keep making the loopholes for us to, play into and keep all the poor. It's because we believe in this crazy Luciferian religion where we, come on each other while punching each other in the face once a year.
And it doesn't work because we don't come enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Gotta
gotta
do it
believe.
again. Yeah. Yeah, if you don't believe, you don't come enough.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
And you're kicked out.
And they kill you. Actually, you're the
Damn.
next, what's it fucking called?
Sacrifice.
Thank you,
sure.
sacrifice. Yep.
Yeah.
Fucking
It
brain.
is a weird religion, but I'm willing to join. I'm willing to join.
Just come ask.
Yeah.
Just come ask him. He wants
Damn it.
in.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't even know where it's going, but I get. Here's the thing. I told her that yesterday or the day before, like the new news and social media and everything, we have a primordial need to look for the things that make us angry or upset or things that don't seem right. And we want to fight that, or we have a lot of us don't want to. We want to live
Yeah,
the
we don't
Christian life
actually
that
want
we've
to
been.
fight it. We just
Yeah.
want to fill our brains up with the anger.
Yeah, it's because we've
yeah.
been conditioned to like
Give me
keep
that
ourselves
rage.
alive,
Yeah.
no matter what.
I feed
Right?
on it,
Yeah, and that's
I don't want to hear about
the
it.
majority of it. The majority of people's depression and or like bad moods and individualism and all that is stemmed from this play that they've put on for us, right? That continues to keep us in a mode of chaos and frantic. Like, I want to stay alive, so I want to preach all my beliefs on people and try to control people to best fit my needs. And then you get this fighting amongst one another. And the problem with that is you walk around all day mad. So half the time I'm mad for no reason. I have no need to be mad.
Yeah, it
What-
doesn't do anything.
No.
Just that piss you off.
That's it. All you do all day long is your blood pressure goes up, then you have to go to the doctor, get medicine. Now you're stuck taking a
Spending money.
medication. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the thing is to try to detach from all that. Even when people come up to you and it's like, did you hear about it? And then end it there. Be like, nope, I didn't hear none of that.
No, go on.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. You can't even do that because your brain will subconsciously attach to, even when you think like I am immune to the bullshit, right? You're not.
Yeah.
It's like subconsciously you're
yeah.
gonna attack it.
Yeah, see, I feel like it's always something that will get you going.
Yeah.
Like abortion's always a thing that just immediately my blood's boiling, but
Did you
or
hear
I should say
about,
women's
uh,
rights,
Did you
really.
hear about the women's rights? Yeah. I'm glad it's happening. And then they leave you alone.
Oh yeah.
Other
Usually,
than that,
yeah.
yeah.
Usually anything the opposite, yeah, yeah, pretty much. But then you have to question yourself. You're like, are the things that I believe in the things that I believe in, or have they been spoon fed to me from the opposite side? And it's like, well, how much media do you consume, and how much do you listen to your friends and your family and the outside world? You need to stop doing it, which is hard to do. But
Like Lorelai trying to figure out if she likes Pop-Tarts or not. Does she like
Do I like
Pop-Tarts
'em?
because her mom didn't want her to eat it and it represents everything that her mother wasn't?
yeah.
Or does she actually like Pop-Tarts?
It's both. That's
Yeah.
why they're great.
Absolutely.
Fuck you, Emily.
That's a hard question to ask yourself.
See,
And then
I think people need to just accept that all the garbage that's going on is going on.
Yeah.
And then all of the stuff where it's like, oh, none of the people in my life are doing that. I'm surrounded by good. That's also going on.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
all going on.
Same time.
Just focus on
Yeah,
the cool.
just fucking do what you're doing. Try to be nice and live your life.
Did you hear about this? Oh, I assume that was happening. Did you
Yeah.
hear about this? Yeah. I know that's happening.
Yeah, of course it's happening. Yeah.
And then you just, eventually they're just done asking you, did you hear about this? What's the news say? Oh, it says both things? Okay.
Shocking.
says both
Welcome
things.
to a world of infinite possibilities. Of course that shit's happening.
Welcome to it.
Yeah.
Adam, give us a sound effect here. Welcome.
Love you so much, I could scream.
Oh, boy.
Ooh, that didn't fit at all.
I don't know. It's like love and murderous intensity.
Little creepy
definitely
cupcake.
Murderous intensity.
Yes.
Yeah,
He
man.
said, "Boop, bop, bop." He kind of started scatting.
I know. I just said all the sound effects at the same time. I don't
Said,
know.
wah, wah.
Cannon! Cannon!
But it is hard to not listen or even not even recognize any of that or pay attention to your own shit. It's really hard to do that sometimes. And I feel like, I don't know, maybe if we focus on a way to do that, because, you know, we have other ways to distract ourselves, but those distractions are also causing the anger and the hate and the mad baby stuff. So what do you do?
I mean, people got to find a way to just take in information if they want it. And that's it.
Well, I think I do want it.
Yeah, if you want it, that's fine. Because, I mean, I'll read about stuff. I like to be informed.
Yeah.
But I don't, get all upset about it. Like, I know either I can do something about it and I'm not.
Yeah.
And, okay. Or I can do something and I am. So, fucking do something or don't. But don't get mad about it. Yeah. Like,
Kinda yam.
you're just getting all pissed off for no fucking reason. Figure it out and calm down.
I don't know if I've had one person that, takes it absolutely serious, that is actually doing something of substance.
Right.
People hate doing stuff of substance.
Ugh,
It takes
God, it's
time.
so hard.
Oh, I know. Dude.
It's just exhausting.
And the older you get, I feel like it's just like, man, you don't care as much about the boy. You're just like, I want to fucking eat popcorn and
Yeah, dude.
look at my TV.
Fuck it, I'm
for a
gonna
second.
die in 11 years.
I got a
Yeah.
knot in
Ooh.
my back that hurts, and I just don't want to do anything.
I'm
It's
not.
I got a knot, and I don't want to exist. I
And you can
definitely
take a bat to the youths.
yes.
All you youths, you're walking around
You
pain free.
You know, they used to
damn
ride around in like a convertible, American muscle car, and some dude with rolled up sleeves in the back, and he was just swinging a bat at mailboxes.
Yeah.
I feel like that's what we can do. I'll just do that. I'll roll up a cigarette pack in my
Yeah.
thing. Yeah. Slick my hair back. I have to grow it first, but you get it. And
Yeah.
just swing bats at little kids.
Slick that back.
I'll slick
Put
mine
enough
back,
product
too.
in it, you got it.
Just build up that product. We just get a wig.
Are that shit that you can spray on your head to make more hair? You ever seen that shit?
Yeah,
I don't think it works. But
probably.
No, it's spray paint.
It'd probably take a long time to build that up, and it would feel gross. Imagine trying to build spray paint up enough to slick it back.
There's
He's got 7 inches of spray paint,
there's a whole
and it's dreaded.
like Instagram of guys that will go to the barber and then they get like fake hair put on because they're bald or whatever, and they'll get fake
Yeah.
hair put on.
I've
You
seen some of that shit, yeah.
It looks great. I mean,
Yeah.
like spot on, perfect. But
Still
can you imagine?
pathetic.
Yeah, can you imagine going home with that dude and being like, "What the fuck did you just do? Like, you take your hair off, bro? We gotta talk about this."
And they're like hitting it with the instrument or whatever the fuck they use, and they're
Yeah.
doing the things, and yeah, and they like place it.
Oh
Oh
no,
God,
that would
Get
tear
out
me
of
up
here.
alive.
It's like
You
the
know-
same kind of loser that would try to like have surgery done to be 4 inches taller.
Oh God.
Just go kill yourself.
Oh,
It's the
I
same
don't have
exact
any
one.
sound. I don't have any sound.
Oh no!
You have silenced me. You
Oh
have.
no! You got
Did you
sound
just
over
turn
here?
her
Oh,
headphones
okay.
down and leave her mic going?
Oh
Can you hear
crap.
yourself?
Yeah, too loud. There
Oh,
we go.
okay, there you go.
Whatever.
Yeah, maybe I just
Yeah.
couldn't hear myself.
You know, I ordered on eBay.
Uh-huh.
I wanted the Bret Easton Ellis novel, The Rules of Attraction,
Yeah.
because I had it It was the 1998 Vintage Contemporaries edition. It had like a washed out kind of like picture of a bed on the cover.
Yeah.
And I tried to find it, and I couldn't because
No.
it's it's out of print. But I had let dude I work with borrow it, and he died while he had it. And I never got it back. So I
Whoa.
found it on eBay,
That bastard.
and it came with Less Than Zero, which is
Yeah.
also a Bret Easton Ellis book there.
Yeah.
So I'm happy, and the covers
Nice.
look nice together. So they came yesterday.
Ooh, yay.
So I went and saw Oppenheimer, and then I got home, and the books were there,
Perfect
and I was like,
day.
"This is the
Fucking
best day
books.
ever."
Yes,
Perfect day.
dude.
Yeah.
Could you
That's
imagine if
badass.
it was what if it was the guy that died's brother or cousin, and he was selling the book, and you bought
God.
it from that? That'd be crazy,
awesome.
right?
You just paid
Yeah.
for it twice for your own book.
Yeah, that's wild.
Thankfully, it was from a chick in California who mailed the books in a Converse box.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so that was kind of fun.
See, it's the
Yeah.
small things.
Yeah.
See, like that.
Good job, girl.
I was very happy.
Good.
Very happy.
That's
Appreciate you.
I find that I like products more if the packaging is like unique or nice or well built or
It's
whatever.
exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If they
Something
have
other than cheap garbage.
yeah, or if they have like a contraption, you have to like flip this little tab open and then slide this thing in, and then it pops up. It's like, oh yeah, take my money. I want that.
Yeah.
Definitely
I'll pay
charge me
extra.
$11 more for that.
Yeah, that makes it interesting. But I don't know, man. I'm telling you what, right now, there's not many days that come out like that where you're like, everything fits. The day went by good. The weather's nice. You come home and you have something like in the mail or waiting for you or some shit.
Yeah.
Back when I was on vacation permanently for a year and some change, Sarah used to send me something literally almost every day. There may be a day skip here and there, but I'm telling you, it's like,
tried.
it's amazing what getting something, like when you have nothing, just a piece of paper with some writing on it, even if it's just like a fucking postcard or some shit,
Yeah.
it's way better than fucking coming home and nothing.
I never thought about it, but that's when my love of sending mail started.
Yeah.
I spent almost every day I'd go to the post office. It was part of my normal routine. And I mean, I still going to the post office is a big part of my day now. Not every day, but I go a
Right.
lot, like mailing packages and sending the mail and stuff. I love going to the post office.
You like sending it? I like receiving it.
I love
Unless
that.
it's a bill.
I love receiving it too. When I go check the mail and there's nothing there, I'm very disappointed. Even
Yeah.
if it is a bill, I like to
Yeah.
see envelopes in the mailbox.
Yeah, I
know-
don't even mind getting a bill because I've already paid it like online.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
like, reminder. Ha, paid it.
Hell
paid.
yes.
It could be a thing of like, I actually exist. Like the mail coming in with your name and address on it. It's like, I'm
It's like
actually
an
a real
ego
person.
thing.
Yeah. Look at me.
Huh.
I'm real. And I live in a place that
I
gets
live
mail.
in a place. Yes.
The rest of the world acknowledges that this is my dwelling.
I was sitting waiting at Kroger, and I fucking hate Kroger, but I was sitting there waiting. I hate people, I guess. I don't
It's
know.
amazing the total difference we have in opinion of Kroger.
Oh,
I
it's
go there
terrible.
almost every day and I
She
love
goes
it.
during the day.
Yeah,
I have to
that
go
is
during the
true.
weekend or after work when everybody else is there.
I
And it's
set up
terrible.
a pickup order because I don't want to go in.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
love it. It
I
makes
feel
me so
that.
happy.
I don't mind going in if it's like, all right, I'm going to go in and I'm going to get a block of cheese.
Yeah.
Good
But
Lord.
if I have to do all of the groceries, no.
Good
Fuck
luck.
that. But yeah, one thing I don't mind.
They
it
they
makes me
made
so
our
happy.
Kroger substantially larger, probably like
They doubled it. I feel
doubled
like.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they widened the lanes and shit and added some more. And before we had a problem where people would just like walk in front of you and just stop and just stay there. They don't care. It's like nobody else
crazy.
exists except
Yeah.
for them. And that it drives them a wall. They made it 2 times bigger, and it happened to me 4 times trying to get to the pharmacy. And I'm like, they make it bigger so you motherfuckers will stop doing this because there's too much traffic.
That's why
Yeah.
you should have it queued up on your phone, that ludicrous song. And then you come up and
bitch.
you just kind of slowly turn it up.
Yeah.
Bitch,
They'll
get
still
out
stand
the
there.
way.
Yeah.
You know, and then
Yes.
they'll start grooving and you're like, no, you
No.
get.
Yeah,
No. This is
fucking
for
move.
you.
They'll be like, I
This is
love this
instructional.
song. Yes.
They
Dance that ass out of my way,
Look,
bitch.
then you'll just end up having a bunch of dance parties with strangers at Kroger.
Yeah.
How
But,
wonderful would that be?
That would be terrible. I also like today I was waiting on stuff at the pharmacy, and then so I was sitting there in the middle of Kroger and just letting people like walk around me. You know, I was standing in a section where it's a large open area, and then just random people and their kids and shit. And I actually like doing that. I like standing in the middle of a crowd and nobody paying attention to you, or like don't even really acknowledge you. They're just walking around you, not making eye contact, because we don't nowadays.
You don't exist.
Yeah, it's like you want to be the center of the slow motion emotional montage.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and I'll actually even take the time lapse montage where I'm still and then the rest of the world.
Because in that moment, it's like 7 seconds, but it was like 5 minutes of bliss for you.
Yeah, man. Peaceful. But yeah, I like doing that. And then I'll make up stories for everybody around me. And sometimes I told Sarah this. Look, Sarah always gets on me and makes fun of me. But look.
Maybe change.
Fuck that. I can come up with stories of people just by the way they act or interact with their kids, or the way they check shit out and then interact with the whatever you want to call that scan lady. Yeah. And so I'll make up these things. Yeah. Especially if I don't like them. Now, if I don't like them, the story's coming out like that because I have a lot of those. Yeah. But if I do like it, I'll give it some more thought, maybe. But so. That's what I'll do. I'll come up with stories for people, and Sarah always makes fun of me that how would you even get that? Why would that even be a thing? And I'm like, I'm telling you, I'm willing to take a bet, because as a kid I was quiet. I never, I didn't talk a lot. I was an observer, and I that's just how I was conditioned.
I feel like that's just like a side effect of a creative brain.
Yeah,
yeah,
I can see that for sure.
My first thought was whenever somebody is like a bitch or something, or like an asshole, and you're like, I'm making up a story about them. The first thought is, they say it with a hard R.
Yeah. Fuck yes, they do. Like they want to. They're going to. Yeah. Just give them the time.
Maybe they're just too cowardly.
It is part of people's stories from time to time.
Yeah.
Oh, they want to say it so
They want to say it. You see it in their eyes. Yeah. But that's what I'll do. And I told her, I was like, I wish there was a way to find that out, because I'm willing to bet I'm over 50% right. And I'm not saying that because I'm right. I'm just saying I've observed and known a lot of people, a lot of customers, their personal lives.
When you're in the middle of your montage, how many people do you think look at you and say, this arrogant fuck knows what my life is?
Oh, I assume nobody looks at me.
Zero.
Yeah.
I'm in my own world. Nobody notices
Nobody
me.
knows me. Yeah, but I assume nobody knows unless I say sorry or excuse me. And then that's about it. They're like, oh, I didn't even know you were
miss
here.
All the people an aisle over chucking shallots at you. Get out of the way.
Move, son of a bitch. Playing that song.
That's good.
Yeah.
Maybe
It's
there's a
like that.
person from time to time who's like, oh my God, I'm so exposed. Yeah. I'm sure there's a person.
He read me.
Yeah, someone
Cover
with
to cover.
like high anxiety.
How did you know my birthday?
I like when they have you could tell from tattoos that are on like people's arms and shit, and like where they place them and how many they have. Yeah. You could tell like their insecurities or their quirks or their the shit that they did because their friend asked it. Their friend was getting it, so they wanted to get it too.
like if they have that stupid cross with like the fat ends on it, that they like bush light.
Yes.
Yes.
I hate that cross.
Yeah. So dumb.
5 of those guys.
Yeah, I know several of those people for sure.
Yeah, that's me though.
I ain't ashamed to say I like big and rich. I hate rap though. That ain't music.
Yeah, dude.
Again, wants to say it with the hard ER.
Hard ER.
That's also that person.
And basically, that entire demographic, I guess, is what I don't like about the world.
Yeah.
I don't care about the rich Luciferian elites. I just don't like the small-minded country guys that secretly like rap.
Yeah, I don't either. I don't like closed-minded people. No. They can go suck dicks.
Yeah.
Suck dicks!
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
that's the hardest part. What?
Oh, no. Go ahead.
That's the hardest part. Is like, I can take a lot of shit, but there are certain sets of people that I'm like, I just have no patience for it at all. And you think I would charge those people more and stuff, and I'm still a nice guy. Even in those situations, that's how I know that I'm either a nice guy or a fucking pushover.
Yeah, you're a pushover. You're afraid of getting decked.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm just playing.
We have talked about the idea of having an asshole tax, but we can't legitimately
bring ourselves to
do that.
Yeah.
Well, I think Sarah could do it. I just can't ever bring
I'd
myself
be
to-
mighty fine with it. You talk crazy, you're just gonna go ahead and get an extra $120 that you got to pay.
Oh, okay. I didn't. All right. I didn't know you meant at work. I
Oh.
pictured you
Oh.
like publicly. You're like,
I'd be happy.
you're
with
gonna
that
pay
too.
me the $7 asshole
Right
tax.
now.
Or I'm gonna cry rape. Defend that asshole.
Yes.
We decided after we had to take a person to court, and the entire time I worked, actually it was like a day and a half into it, man, and they let loose, man. They say things with the hard ER.
Allegedly, he.
And
I was thinking it was more than one person at once.
No.
yeah.
This collective was just railing against me.
And a lot of slurs against homosexual people, a lot of slurs against black people, Mexicans. I mean, it was like
anyone who
it blew me
wasn't
away.
a
I
white
was like,
person,
what?
yeah.
Nobody's ever racist against the Russians.
No,
What's that about?
because they're white.
they're white.
Mostly. The ones that people know.
Yeah, you can't tell by looking at them that
Yeah.
they're different.
What the fuck?
I know we actually talked during that about not continuing with the job because it felt
Wow.
wrong to continue.
If we
with
didn't
it.
have so much invested into it, we would have pulled out. I told her, I was like, well, do we charge them more? Do we not? Like, do we walk away? And morally, I want to walk away, but we paid a lot. I had a lot, let in that. I mean, it was over a $15,000 job, so I mean, the material on it was crazy.
yeah, it was
So your
like,
capitalist tendencies kicked in.
Yeah,
And
I mean, it's rough. See, that's
well,
the thing.
look, I think
Look.
we had like $8,000 in material or something like that we spent out.
Here's my thing. Look, I do, morally speaking, okay, if somebody come up to me and said, look, I will give you $1 million if you cut your wife's head off and feed it to an alligator, right?
Jesus
I'd like,
Christ.
no, I'm not doing that. I want $1,000 or I want $1 million really bad,
I
right?
didn't know how this was going to go.
Yeah. But I'm not going to do that for it, right?
I know.
Morally
I thought it was
speaking.
going to be like go slap a Jew.
Oh, well, I
You
mean,
know?
Nope,
yeah.
cut my head off.
End or whatever
Yeah.
story.
Oh no!
And then-
Now we're in murder.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Straight to it. You can see where my mind's at all the time.
Yes, yeah.
No, that, and I would, for sure, no, you know what I mean? It's it's an easy no. And enter anything in that I don't feel is morally necessary. Well, if I have my own money already into it, like, yeah, now I have the tendency to be like, I'm just going to have to grit and bear this one.
Yeah.
And, lucky for us, they ended up being cocksuckers to us too and got taken to court and then we won. So it was a celebration all around.
Yeah, dude.
I never thought
It's
about
fun.
it that way.
Yeah.
It was kind of a nice little win.
Yeah.
It's like
That's
when I
what you
didn't
get.
want to go to Walmart, but I had to go because of Castiel, and I got the syringe out of it.
Yeah.
So I came
Yeah.
out on top.
Hell yes.
It
Winners.
all works out. I like
We're
when
all
things work out like
winners,
that.
For sure.
Yeah.
I think the real test of your moral fortitude would be do a pro bono electrical job for this racist guy over here
Yeah.
in need.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I feel like
Does the racist guy have to be white?
No.
Okay, cool.
It is funny that we assume he is.
Yeah, oh, yeah. It's,
absolutely.
all the racists I know. Well, I know a few that definitely want to call me a cracker or
It's like
a
only because
honky
we
all
don't
the
live in
time.
Japan.
Yeah. But
Keep it pure
There's-
in Japan.
there's people I've done work for that definitely prefer not to be around white people and stuff
Well,
like that. But I don't know if you
I
would
mean,
call it
me
racist.
too.
Yeah, I mean, I would kind of base that on the fact that historically speaking, not treated too
monsters.
well.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. That's one of those survival mechanisms. They're
But
like,
I don't know.
nah.
Maybe we do have a smell to us, though.
They say we smell like wet dogs when it rains.
Well, and
When
It's
it
probably true.
rains.
Yeah.
I know I never take a shower, so
You definitely smell like
I
a wet
forget to
dog.
put deodorant on all the time.
God,
Yeah.
if
You're
anybody
like a
out there
dirty
has
wet
any
dog.
negative stereotypes of white people, leave them in the
Oh,
comments.
leave them in the
'Cause,
for
I
sure.
definitely want to stack those.
Yeah,
for
I want to
sure.
know. Like, there's things that people say behind closed doors. Why don't you tell us that? That'd be fun to
Yeah,
read.
because I've heard this question posed before, and there's never really a lot.
No.
Yeah.
I never.
You guys are
Get
really
anything
litigious people.
I know.
Yeah.
I'd like to hear some, please.
All
Yeah.
you do is take land and sue people.
Right.
Well,
This is
say there's truth to that.
no shit. That's I always thought people get mad at stereotypes because they have a foot in the truth, you know. So it's like, well, fuck you if you think that, but yeah, you're probably gonna go sue somebody right now.
Yeah.
You're thinking about suing me, right?
Say it again. I will
much.
see you in court.
Ah, fuckers.
That's good shit.
But yeah, generally speaking, though, we try to be moral. The thing that always makes me angry is the fact that you never know until you know, right? So I'll never know how I interact with 1 million, 2 million, 10 million until that time comes. And the chances of that time coming with my social status and where I've been in life, where I was raised and grew up, it's slimmer than lightning hitting me 12 times and then winning the lottery. Is that slim for me to ever get to 1 million or really over $100,000 in net worth? You know what I mean? Or, whatever. I don't know. Whatever a high net worth is, right? For a working class
I don't know,
person.
man. Just take the money that you
Yeah.
have now and move to Mexico,
Oh, man.
and you'll have essentially $20 million.
That's fucked up, but yeah.
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 It would suck to live in Mexico, though. Just
Unless you
'cause
go to
so much
Tijuana.
of it is
Yeah.
controlled by the cartel.
Yeah, but I mean, if
I
you
would
get in good with the
definitely be
cartels-
raped.
That's all you got to do.
No.
I'm definitely getting
Well-
raped, and you're probably getting your head cut
I
off.
mean, not if
You
you.
don't know.
I'm glad I'm not the only one that mentioned rape in this episode.
This is the third time
But, you
I've
know-
thought about it, and I stopped myself the other 2 times. I was like, we've
Yeah.
already talked about rape once.
If what happened? Okay, there we go.
Oh.
I think you turned me down.
Uh,
You son of a bitch!
He's trying to silence
God,
you,
that's another
too.
white thing. I got my
trying
lawyer
to-
on speed dial.
Always trying
Oh,
to
no, I
silence someone else.
Look, is this you? Is that you? That's
Yeah.
me?
Yeah.
That's me.
Isn't it?
Uh-uh.
It's me. It's my headphones.
Oh, your headphones are fucked up.
Why are my headphones fucked up?
That's
Oh, I
is
don't know.
happening?
There's no telling. You got
What
some
is
shit
happening?
going on?
Am I
That's
just
weird
crazy?
shit.
I think you're
I don't
going
know.
I guess I don't
crazy.
have to
I
yell
can
at the
still
people
hear
listening.
you,
Yeah.
but I don't.
It's like
I don't know.
I couldn't, and it was strange. Maybe it's all in my head.
I think it's in your head. I can see your wavelengths. You exist. I'm telling you. I'll mail you a letter later to prove it.
I thought about ordering some paper and like envelopes and shit,
Yeah.
but I didn't. So
Well,
Here we
that's
are.
a fucking great story.
yeah,
I'm glad
What was
you
it gonna
fucking
look
mentioned that.
airmail. So it's kind of got like the red and blue stripes like around the
Oh,
outer of
got
it.
you,
It's like
yeah.
a brownish kind of like
Yeah.
yeah.
That would be cool.
Yeah, I'll get it eventually. So the reviews, they say, "Hey, it's some nice paper." So
Does
yeah,
it say it like that?
I don't know.
They should definitely have an option so you can hear reviews.
That would be cool.
Yeah, it's nice.
I tend to
paper.
not like the videos.
No.
Like it's a good representation of what the product actually looks like, but I never like the person talking.
No.
No.
It's always terrible.
On like any advertisement like that. Yeah. I cannot stand any program you go to buy and shit. Like man, you could be buying the dumbest
here we
thing
go.
and they make it as if it's like world changing.
Cat toys. They have videos for cat toys, and
Yeah.
they're terrible.
Are the cat's not enjoying it?
Oh no, the cats love it, but the
Hissing at it.
This new cat technology we got.
get out of here. No, the cats always love it, but the people are horrible.
Yeah.
The worst type of person.
Cat toy technology.
A cat person. No.
They can just sit back and watch the cat play. Look at him, he's getting it.
Oh.
The cat toy technology. I
I've
like
been
that.
looking into commercials and how they phrase them and word them and what the commercial actually looks like and what they do with celebrities and like putting them in their own house. And then the background they mess up purposely so that they can look relatable to the common person and all this other shit. And I'm like, God damn, they've been doing this for a while. Like they have done their homework on this. Like, because they'll get people and they know that we like to be in tribes. They know if they can attach a product to a symbol as like Christianity or other religions.
A bowl of limes.
Yeah, they can get you to buy more. And if another product is arguably better, if it's on paper better and whatever but it's not a part of your community and the tribe in which you buy in, then you will spend an outrageous amount higher than the product that's exactly the same. Case in point, Excedrin versus the knockoff.
yeah.
And some companies that make Excedrin or any, Tylenol or whatever, they also manufacture the generic. Like it's the same warehouse that does both
Yeah.
and send out the same exact product with 2 different labels on it. But
Yeah.
they know that some people are like, I'm buying generic. And then some people will say, I'm buying Excedrin.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
crazy. You can get a bottle of 100 generic Excedrin. Hi, buddy.
What up, boy?
For like, I think it's like $4. And the name brand Excedrin is what, $12?
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Suck my dick. That's
No.
ridiculous.
I'm that asshole. I'm like, oh, okay, let me get the name brand.
Absolutely
And then
not.
Casper's like, stop doing that.
God,
Just buy
your
the generic.
Dad.
Yeah.
It's absurd.
but
But I mean, whenever it
Yeah.
comes to food, though, I've kind of gotten better about it because, she does the cookings and
Yeah.
it's awesome. So I trust her. But,
that's the thing, though.
all
I
things
think
considered,
Yeah.
I think there's a bad.
if I have the money for it, if I'm like, oh, I really want to get this book. All right, fuck it, I'll buy the off-brand.
Yeah. The off-brand book. Yeah, it's crazy. Even, how the grocery store will throw out tons and tons of food because it's all for show. A lot of it's for show just to make sure that
yeah.
a certain amount of apples are sold. They'll never let that get down to 1 apple because nobody will buy 1 apple.
People are like,
No.
what's wrong with
What's
that?
It's going
wrong
to
with
be
it?
bruised. It's going to have
Yeah.
a worm in it.
People, they've done, like I said, they've done a lot of studies on the human. I don't even know.
Psyche.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
And it's fucked up what we do and how we react. And the crazy thing is, like a study I was telling you about this morning, where they took monkeys and
Oh, yeah.
they designated shapes and colors to selling, buying, and holding, and other processes in the stock market, right?
Yeah.
And they found that if one monkey makes the decision to, let's say, buy, other monkeys will follow with that same color, the same action, and they will continue to make the same action as the first one that did it until the stock market collapses, right? Same goes when they did it for humans in the test field, not in the stock market, but it has happened in the past and throughout history, that we will follow whoever we think has like the answer. Let's say we all follow Elon Musk, which has happened a lot in the past too. And they sway, I hate saying essence, they sway the market that way, right?
Yeah.
And we just follow, and then eventually you have these bubbles that pop. Well, it's not a phenomenon of the stock market. It's a phenomenon of human behavior and how we interact with one each other.
I think there's a lesson to be learned here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do your own fucking shit.
Think for yourself.
Monkey see, monkey do.
Oh,
Yeah.
Monkey
Wow.
don't see.
I
Monkey step and do.
step
You ever, you ever seen that shit on Nickelodeon?
Oh,
What?
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Damn, I thought you just came up with that. I thought
Oh,
it was
no.
fucking
I
great.
didn't see that coming at all.
No.
that all that show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so good. Monkey step and do.
Monkey don't see. I've fucking said that shit since I've been a kid. It stuck
Yeah.
with me. I'm like, yep, I'll never step and do.
Well, I'm writing that down because that
Yeah.
was really good.
Yeah. Well played.
Thank you. I appreciate that very much. I don't get many pats on the back, but I like it when I do.
You deserve all the pats.
I
I was
don't
gonna
know.
ask. 'cause
Uh-oh.
it's just stupid. But have you ever actually seen an apple with a worm in it?
No.
No, me either.
Uh-uh.
Ever.
But have you ever seen apples in the wild?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Well,
went
then.
to an apple orchard before.
Oh, okay.
That's like the wild, like a petting zoo is the wild.
Oh, well, I mean, I've seen like trees in our yard have apples in them. I've
Yeah.
never seen a worm in there. I guess I haven't cut a bunch of them open or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, I've never seen. Maybe it is a thing. I thought worms are of the earth and they don't. Why would they climb all the way up a tree and get into an
Just
apple?
look at that apple.
Yeah.
It's red.
I mean, it
There's no
looks cool.
red underground.
Oh, shit.
That's cool.
'cause-
They love dirt.
This is hog blood.
Yeah, because,
I'm good.
there's always been apples with fucking worms in them, like
Yeah.
in pictures.
You know, it's probably one of those
Oh.
things like some jackass artist did it for like a kid's book.
And it's so
Yeah.
cute.
And everybody's like, dude, that's where they live.
yeah, this
Yeah.
is where they live.
Bees make hives, worms find apples.
Yes.
It's like
They
the
make apples.
Scholastic bookstore. You don't remember that?
I
Yeah.
love the Scholastic bookstore.
Yeah.
That was my
And
shit.
I feel like that was a depiction of that era too. with the worm in it, whatever.
Yes, it was
Yeah.
all the time. It was in everything.
Yeah, I wonder because I even read a book one time. It was of a caterpillar. It was back then when I was young, so it was more picture than it was book. And the caterpillar was eaten through the worm or through the apple.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't think that happens.
Oh yeah,
but
the very hungry caterpillar.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's fucking crazy. That even in that they depicted
Classic novel.
that. Yeah.
It is classic. Does
I
Cass
would-
have it?
I don't know.
No, burn it if he does.
I'm gonna buy it if he doesn't.
False information.
You can
in that book.
overcome this societal
False
conditioning.
information.
Yeah.
Yes, don't let him read that shit. Nope.
You should. You ever seen that movie? I don't even know what it's fucking called, but they
Yeah,
have
definitely.
it's about an election, and it has Will Ferrell in it, and it has
Campaign something.
Zach
Oh,
Galifianakis.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's called, but I know what
And
you're talking about.
They're having a debate where
campaign.
there's a roundabout. There's a bunch of people surrounding him, and they're having a debate, and he brings up the fact that he created this book when he was a kid, and this book was called Rainbow Land, and then you have this stupid fucking hillbilly in the back like, I don't want to be in Rainbow Land, and you can't make me live in Rainbow Land. He was like, it's not a place that exists. I'm like, they nailed this election deal and this argument and everything.
Yeah.
This has actually happened.
Oh
Like,
yeah. It
people are like,
happens all the
I don't
time.
want to live in this
Adam,
world.
shut up and let Sarah tell us what it's called.
Oh, go for it. Look, he got scared.
The campaign.
Oh, yeah. It's not
Excellent.
campaign something.
No, it's
It's
something
something
campaign. Yep.
The only.
I was in fact. Well, I guess technically only 50% right, which is really disappointing.
I don't know. Let's take a letter count. on
I
it, you know?
failed.
You're like
Oh, okay.
70% right.
CAMP. 1, 2, 3, 11. So 8 out of 11. Okay,
Yeah.
that's about right.
All right. So, I guess,
Oh,
where'd you
yeah.
go?
Yeah, I don't have anything fucking.
I guess if there's any takeaways from this podcast, what would they be?
Monkey see, monkey do. Monkey don't see, monkey step and do.
That's right, baby. That's right. Don't let the world get you down. Consume less media. Be like the Buddhists and see it, but don't interact with it.
No, don't even see it.
Ooh.
Fucking make it.
Ooh, make media.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then watch your own media. Don't even put it out. Watch your own media.
That makes me want to make our stuff, though, more colorful and actually talk about, like, dreams and, like, aliens and stuff.
We should
But, like,
do that.
actual aliens that we've met. So
In
we
the
have to get a
dreams.
UFO,
Oh.
and then we have to go,
Well,
or a
we'll-
UAP.
we'll
Can we
do that.
build that, or do we have to commandeer one? Because it's going to take a lot of commandeer ones.
We'll build that
How are we
shit.
gonna
We'll
commandeer
go ahead
it?
and do that this weekend.
Are we
and-
going to trick the alien?
No, we'll just say, hey man.
What
what's
decoy
up?
would you put out for an alien? What would the decoy be?
A cow?
A bowl of
I
limes
guess so, yeah. A bowl of limes on the back of a cow.
on the back of a cow.
Do you
Yes.
do you like burgers or avoiding scurvy? Come on down.
Come on now. All right, man. That was
Oh.
episode what?
Oh,
what?
And the other thing.
162.
No, the other thing, yes, but don't forget to leave your white stereotypes in the comments,
Yes,
please.
please.
Oh yeah, white stereotypes. We'd love to hear them.
Yeah.
Don't matter how derogatory they are, as long as YouTube will let you put it in there, put it in there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we want to know,
Yeah.
please.
You're not gonna hurt anybody's feelings. I promise you that.
Danner, sorry I didn't tell you about this one. I didn't know we were doing it until about 2
yeah.
hours ago.
Yeah, it happened
Yeah.
very promptly. So next one, I promise you'll be here if you can. You fucking
That
better
was
be.
episode 162. That's Sarah's uterus. That's Sarah herself. This is Adam, and that's Ian.
Princess
Thank you for
Beyonce.
joining us. Wildly uninteresting podcast. Stop.
Stop. Stop. Stop.